From downtown, this is Tim Kitzer from NBA Jam, and you're listening to NintenDomain Podcast. Boom shakalaka!
This week on NintenDomain, Nintendo Switch 2 finally got a good soccer game, and RIP Perfect Dark, and everyone else at the Xbox.
Save that goal with save states.
Yes, my memory's failing me. Yay!
Oh, shit.
Welcome to NintenDomain Podcast, episode 479. Your place to hear Nintendo fans continue to talk about the Switch 2 and how we feel about it, and all other things Nintendo. And we are your hosts. I'm Trey Lusthammer Johnson.
I'm Jeremy, just one auto build back, Mikowski.
I'm John Red Undead Knitter.
Let's start off the shows we normally do and talk about games that we got, and games that we've been playing. I noticed that you... I guess I said at the top of the show just because, but, you know, Super Mario Strikers dropped in between episodes last week. It dropped like Thursday, I think. Actually, I was right. It dropped Wednesday night. It dropped July 2nd, you know, because normally they say the day and then it shows up like at 8 o'clock the night before. So, yeah, it was out there. Did you guys play it at all?
A little bit. Not too much, but a little bit.
I played a decent amount of it, mostly because I was just curious, like, how long I could keep playing if I used the save states to make sure I win every game, and it's fun that way. I'll tell you what.
I mean, you can. I mean, I don't think you have limited save states. You can do that for as long as you want to.
Well, I meant how long, like, before I would stop finding it fun, but it kept being fun even though. And I was like making some pretty cool goals, like they do the little slow mo of the top 3 goals of the game or whatever.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit, and I forgot like how bad I am at these games. Like I had a really hard time scoring anything, and I forgot you could do like super moves or whatever, so I didn't do any of those. But yeah, I missed the days of the Wii one where you could jump over the goalie and just walk into the goal, like that.
I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. Your characters, the Toads, could jump really high, and you could jump over the goalie and walk into the goal, so you would.
Oh, they made them all Toads in that one, didn't they?
So you'd like win forever. I don't remember if you could change different ones. I just remember that the Toad specifically had the high jump that could jump over the goalie. It's like that.
It's kind of interesting. It's some random Kremling that's the goalie for everybody in this.
Yeah, I know, right? Just they just wanted to have that Donkey Kong crossover. I mean, we do have Donkey Kong there, but they need the Kremlings to come in and be the goalies.
They're good goalies.
I thought you would play it more, John, because you love those games and you love soccer games. And this is probably, I mean, this is considered the best one. That was my joke at the beginning against the Switch one that came out, the Charge or whatever it's called, Chargers.
I don't understand. So there's like 3 of them now, huh?
There is, yeah.
I don't like, or rather, I don't understand how the items work. But everything else, I think I've got a pretty good grasp of, like, as far as doing fake out passes and stuff, like, which seem to be really important in this.
You mean like what, like how to use them, or like what the point of them is?
Both.
Oh, you press X. That's how you use them on your controller, and then it'll throw shells for most of the time at the other team.
Just giant shells.
Yeah, but as far as like whether you need it or not, I mean, it'll knock people down. It'll knock the people down who are trying to steal the ball from you or whatever, depending on what it is. But I figured that much out at least to use the items, but they never really helped me. You know, and this computer was really good. They kept scoring on me, and I was like, I don't like this game. So I played it. I only played it for a little bit. I was going to try to play it when it came out, but I'm still not very good at it. I wonder if I even still have my GameCube version. I probably do. I didn't look for it, but I'm sure I still have the physical copy of it. But I remember having it and having some fun with the first one. I think I had more fun with the second one, like I said, because of the goalie glitch thing. Mm-hmm. But it's
Yeah, the Wii one was one I really got into.
Yeah. It's on there now. And the Wii one had the motion where you could block the goalie with the pointer, which was whatever.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's in there.
I think I like the simplicity of this one because having not, this is the one that I played the least of the bunch. I only played it maybe a couple times over at your house, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the simplicity of it, having pared back, all the advancements of the years and whatever. It's cool to just like pick up and have a simple Mario soccer game to play.
It looks really good too.
It does look great.
20-year-old game.
I wanted to mention that. The animation's really good. It runs really smoothly.
Wario does a suck it gesture. I noticed that kind of took me by surprise.
Waluigi,
or not Wario,
Waluigi
Waluigi
does.
Yeah, it was Waluigi.
Yeah, he was a wrestler fan. He was into NWO at the time, as we all were. So
but it's just kind of really funny.
It was the W.
Seeing a Nintendo character doing the like suck my dick gesture.
Yep. That's that happened in that game. It was pretty famous for that.
They didn't remove it. They left it.
No. I mean Waluigi still feels that way.
That's natural to do that if you're Waluigi.
Yep. It does look really good though for what it is, and it has 16:9, so that's cool. We got another one in there that's got a widescreen.
Yeah.
mode.
And I've been playing it on widescreen mode for sure.
Yeah. That's the only one that doesn't have it is Wind Waker, which kind of sucks because
I know
that's one of the prettier ones, but yeah, no, it's cool. It's on there. It took like a gig. It's like a whole gig to add new GameCube games now. I was like, oh wow, yeah, it's gonna be bigger now. So
yeah, I mean that's probably the size they were by then.
So by the end of in a couple years, our GameCube apps are going to be like 50 gigs.
What was the GameCube disc? I thought it was like 1.4 gigs or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the exact amount of data that you could have on those GameCube mini discs. Probably about that. I know that it was kind of hurting them for some games that couldn't fit all the stuff on there.
I know people did eventually figure out how to get the like pirate on it, but finding mini DVDs is not easy. Mini rereadable DVDs.
Yeah. It says Wikipedia says 1.46.
That's close.
So
I would have won Price is Right rules.
Yep. It's close enough. You said 1.5.
I said 1.4 actually.
Oh, okay. Well, even closer. But yeah, no, it's I'm happy it's there. Did you end up making it all the way through the cup then when you kept save?
Yeah. I have a couple of trophies, but I'm playing on the rookie difficulty, so I guess I'm just treating it like Mario Kart, but with save states.
Yeah, there's like cups on there where you go through various games. I did the same thing for Mario Tennis on the 64 app. I just basically save stated every time I got a goal or every time I got a point. And I beat the tournament mode. I beat that game just by save stating through the whole thing. I kind of did the same thing for Mario Golf too, where I would save before there was a questionable hit or a putt or whatever, and then if I fucked it up, I'd go back to before and do it again. And I beat that game too like that. So you can save state your way to the credits if you want to.
Yeah, it's there for you, built into the emulation. But it's a great game. I think it's fun. It's more fun than I thought it would be. I'll say that. I may have tried playing it at some point in history with you, Trey, but it would have been around when it first came out. I don't know if you even had it. I don't know.
I bought a copy of it.
Otherwise, it's never really been something I was all that interested in. But since it's just on my Switch now, I actually kind of like it.
Yeah,
it's my favorite of the non-Mario Kart, sports spin-offs, whatever. I think it's the best one. I'm glad they put it on there. I think it's also a good choice for the first addition to the GameCube library.
It makes sense for this time of year too, kind of. It's like, what do you think of summer soccer? And
sure, yeah.
I mean, some people do. Most of the world.
I mean, is it like World Cup time or something? I don't follow any of that stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah, they never really seem to fit the season or whatever. But yeah, cool. Soccer's on there now. I mean, I'm happy it's there. I'll be happier when they put my favorite non-Mario Kart game on there, and that's Mario Golf. And Mario Golf Toadstool Tour is really good on GameCube. So, and they haven't announced that they're going to put it on there, but they will eventually, I'm sure.
They will. They'll put Mr. Glover on there too.
Mr. Glover?
Yeah.
What's that?
The game Glover.
Oh, you're talking about the 64 game.
Yeah.
It's already on there.
I know.
You can buy it. You can already buy it.
I watched that video where they had the blurred out background.
Oh yeah, those videos.
Yeah, it was a news item.
They're so dumb. It's I went to.
It's pretty convincing. Did you watch
found
it?
it pretty
'Cause it's pretty
convincing.
convincing.
I mean, it's like, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's like, yeah, here's some like color blurbs here, and yeah, if you squint hard enough, it looks like that's what that's going to be. But Forsaken 64, I mean, it's a mature game, so it wouldn't be on there. It would be on the mature app. It would not be there. And the person who originally tweeted it said that Hybrid Heaven was in there too, which is pretty hilarious. Because I mean, I'd love for that to happen, but I don't believe it. I don't think anybody remembers that game other than me. So we'll see.
I thought it
we're talking
was
about is that
Forsaken
there's-
64.
What?
Well, that was Forsaken for some reason.
Forsaken 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hybrid Heaven as well, though.
Yeah, no, the original poster in the comments said that Hybrid Heaven was in the lower part, and so was Rayman.
Oh, okay.
So what we're talking about, if you don't know, is that it was discovered.
It was a really slow news day, so somebody looked at some really pixelated pictures and imagined they kind of like did that whatever you call it, the thing you do at the mall where you cross your eyes and you see like a sailboat. They kind of did that.
It's a scooter.
So what happened was somebody posted about a
Magic
comment
Eye.
about like one of the videos that was released about a month ago about the N64, the CRT filter, the N64 update video that Nintendo put out, and in the background you can see a bunch of games that are blurred out. I guess this just kind of resurfaced. Even though this video was out like a month ago, it's just resurfaced because somebody posted it on Reddit. A comment like, "Hey, doesn't anybody like notice that kind of looks like Super Smash Brothers back there?" A couple other games came up, and the Game Explain went and put like overlays just like test it out of like, here's the Super Smash Brothers box, and here's the Forsaken box, and all that, and everything kind of lined up. So the games in question, there was two others. What were the other two ones?
Donkey Kong 64. There was
Donkey Kong
Super
64.
Smash Brothers, Donkey Kong
and Glover.
64,
I think you said
Forsaken, Glover,
Yeah.
and from the original poster, also Hybrid Heaven and Rayman, which maybe. I mean, I would love
But
to
if
see
you watch
Hybrid Heaven.
If you watch that Game Explain video, I think.
I mean,
you'll find
I watched
pretty
like
convincing,
I
yeah.
watched the other one. I watched the Good Vibes Gaming one. Everybody's done it. It's just like, I mean, sure, it doesn't seem like. I mean, Forsaken was remade by Night Dive Studios, so I guess there's a possibility for it to show up on there. But I'd really like to see the Night Dive one before I see the 64 one on there, because that one will be more playable.
That's like the first person, like, it's almost like a dogfighting shooter.
Did you ever play the game Descent on PC? Do you remember
No.
that game?
Yeah.
It's basically Descent on 64. Is what
Like
I
you're
always
going-
thought it was.
But it's like a big like series of tubes you're going through, right? And you're like,
yeah, it's like a
it's fully 3D, and you can like rotate like left and
Yeah.
right as well.
It's like a first-person
Swivel.
flight shooting game, kind of. It's like an FPS, but you're in a ship.
So you like swivel around as well as like flying in full like ZXY axis.
Yeah, so instead of just going like forward and backwards, you can also go up and down. And you can. I remember when I went to LCC, I did actually convince some people to play Forsaken 64 multiplayer
It's tough.
over GoldenEye. I don't know how I got that, but I think I only got it for one time, and then nobody wanted to play it after that. It was way too complicated. But I have that game somewhere around.
Yeah, we had it at
Yeah.
some point in time.
Yeah, so I mean, sure, I'd like to see it on there, but I mean, whatever. I'm more interested in Hybrid Heaven. I want to believe that exists. That's a real thing. They're
What's
going
that?
to
Is
stick
that-
that on there.
A blend of worldviews or something about the afterlife.
Hybrid Heaven is this really weird like action sci-fi RPG where you fight with wrestling moves. It was a Konami game. It
sounds kinda cool.
actually looked really cool for the 64 at the time. It was like a later release, but it looked really nice. It had full voiceover. It's kind of like sort of in the in the X-Files vein, like around like conspiracy theories and aliens and that sort of thing. But I remember that you only had one character, and you would like have this like action combat where you were in like this square, and you would just basically do wrestling moves as your main like moves, and you could unlock different ones as you went through. And I thought it was really cool at the time, but I never made it all the way through. And if it shows up on the N64 app, then cool, hooray! It would be pretty hilarious if the Glover game showed up there, because supposedly the like remake of it is awful. So if they show up with like a free quote unquote version of it, then that's much better. That would be funny, since
Yeah, I was
there
gonna say-
already is one.
didn't that kind of already happen with Turok? But it wasn't really a remake. It was.
Well, I mean, the Turok one was much better. Was the one that if you get the Night Dive Studios one, it's much better than the actual 64 one.
Okay, that's right. It was like an enhanced, but it wasn't truly remastered.
I mean, they to a point. I mean, it's a Night Dive Studios re-release, so they do a lot of cool stuff. Like they made, they took back all the fog and that sort of thing, and gave it draw distance and higher frame rate, and they made it more like a modern first-person shooter and all that, and they did a lot of good stuff to it, and I beat that game on the Night Dive version when it came out.
Yeah.
And then they put 1 and 2 later but it was like a few years down the road after the Night Dive one. But
that's what doesn't put it out of the realm of possibility that it could show up.
The Forsaken one?
Well, that yes, but I was referring to Glover.
Oh, sure, yeah. It would be funny.
Oh no, they did the opacity thing with the Photoshop. It was very believable.
Yeah, we'll see. Whenever we get that, whatever the next direct is, it's just going to be footage of Glover for 20 minutes and Forsaken 64.
It's going to be the hamburger helper guy, like talking about his cousin as a video game.
Yep, I hope so. I hope it's promoted by Hamburger Helper. I mean, the Hamburger Helper was just in an episode of The Bear, so it's up there. It's
I didn't see that.
Pretty high tier, Hamburger Helper.
Spoilers.
It's in like one of the most popular shows out there. Makes an appearance.
That takes place in Chicago.
Not the hand, but the product is in there. So you get to.
When people say talk to the hand, I actually consider that a compliment because I like the Hamburger Helper guy.
If you have just hit him in the face with a Hamburger Helper box and be like, "This is the hand I was telling you to talk to."
Yep.
Talk to it.
Oh, also Peach does talk to the hand as one of her like taunt moves.
Oh yeah, and what is it? Daisy looks really angry too when she comes out. She's like,
everybody looks angry.
She like growls at you.
They all took funny. Like a bunch of like steroids or something right before the match.
I mean, soccer's a rough game. It's constantly running for like 5 hours. Like I can imagine that you got to take something to get through that. I mean, they don't really have breaks or like quarters or whatever.
The pitch is fucking huge.
Yeah, and it's gigantic, and they don't stop, and nothing really happens. That's where they get really excited when people get goals.
If you mess up, someone might kill you because people are rabid in the stands.
But speaking of talking or not talking, I watched the Minecraft movie last week without it talking.
What inspired you to do that?
I watched it muted. I inspired it because Jeremy talked about it on the show. I actually watched it while I was editing Jeremy talking about Minecraft. How about that?
That's meta.
There's some meta shit for you. Listen to Jeremy talk about Minecraft while watching Minecraft with subtitles on. That's how you do it here.
The only way it could have been more meta is if you were playing Minecraft also.
Yeah, but I only have it on Wii U, and I'm not sure where the disc is. So, I mean, I think I still have it somewhere, but I'm not sure where. But no, I watched it. I mean, it seemed fine. It looked like Jason Momoa was having a good time. He was he was really doing some scenery chewing there through the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. That's his whole character.
He was very, very over the top. I mean, I imagine it's probably entertaining if you watch it with this Jeremy's Minecraft there. I imagine it's pretty entertaining if you watch it with the sound on. It made me tempted to watch it without that. But it does feel like it has a personality aside from just like a, let's piece these things together, cash grab game movie. Like you're saying, like with all the Idaho jokes, and it has has more personality than most of these crappy game movies that come out. So
yeah, I like how Jared Hess was just like, well, I can make the movie that everyone expects, or I can make the movie I want, or what if I do both? And I think he kind of did that.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of that. Yeah, you get the Minecraft stuff, but it's got all the weird Idaho stuff, and it still kind of has this like off humor to it. Like still kind of reminds me of like the Napoleon Dynamite stuff and Nacho Libre and that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was all right for muted and not fully paying attention to it.
Without audio, it seems fine.
I'm sure Jason Momoa is real funny with audio on.
No, there's plenty of people that have to watch. They have no choice but to watch with just subtitles. So I'm sure. A lot of what the movie has came through, but I don't know. There's a bunch of funny sounds. All the animals make pretty weird sounds in that, and the villagers and stuff.
I did like the way the pig people looked. Like overall, like I thought the look of Minecraft world looked kind of what I don't know, what I thought of Minecraft World as. Even though I don't think I've never seen those pig people, because the only time I ever played Minecraft was with you, and all we
Yeah.
did was build houses. Like, we never went to the pig world.
Yeah, you have to go through you have to get to the Nether, which it shows him doing that.
We were just surviving against the zombies, who were in there, by the way. They were there. I asked you about them last week, but they were there.
They're there.
Because he had to build the house to keep them out and all that. And there's that big nose guy, which I don't know who he is. He like goes to the other world.
Oh, that's the villager.
Oh, okay.
Their sound effects are really funny, and they're completely the same as he. All the sounds he makes are from the video game, and he's like making those sounds while he's talking to what's her name? I can't remember her name, but she was in White Lotus. Everybody thinks she's cool.
Yeah. I recognized her. I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, because she wanted to get with Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
I caught that part.
Well, she kind of did, but eventually she falls for the villager.
Because of
Spoilers.
all those sharp corners.
She just finds him to have a lot of depth.
Sure, he's got a lot of nose too. He's got a big square nose right in the middle there.
They kind of sound like Squidward from SpongeBob.
Yeah,
I would say it's probably the most closest thing I could say. They kind of sound like.
I did think that Jack Black looked kind of old. How old is he now? Like I guess
This
this
like
is
55 or so.
I guess this is the oldest he's been in any movie I've seen. Maybe it was the HD of the TV.
Well, he had his beard fully out, and gray and stuff.
It wasn't so much the beard; it was the wrinkles, the face wrinkles that I could see. He just looked older than normal. And Jess and I just watched the X-Files episode he was in also.
He's got a couple of teenage boy children.
So
maybe they give him wrinkles.
Get to see his very youngness compared to his not so youngness for Minecraft. But I mean, it's pretty.
Watch that Atari commercial he was in. He looks really young in that.
Yeah, I mean the X-Files one, he's like a teenager, or he looks like a teenager. He's supposed to be. He runs an arcade. And,
cool.
And the Vandals are in it too, the band.
The actual band or just the music?
The music is. Apparently, I looked it up. I was trying to figure out what the connection was, but I guess Chris Carter was actually friends with what's his name, Joe Escalante, the guy that was the drummer that became the singer. They were friends, and I guess he worked at like Fox or something like that also, while he wasn't doing Vandals. Anyway, the one guy wears like a bunch of Vandals shirts, and then they play Live Fast Diary at the end of the episode. And
nice.
And yeah, Jack Black is in it, and he runs an arcade, and the main guy, the Lightning Boy or whatever, he plays Virtua Fighter constantly. So you see a whole lot of Virtua Fighter, and while he's in the arcade, you can hear the music from the first level of Sonic the Hedgehog is always playing in the arcade. So that's pretty cool. You can hear the Green Hill Zone in the background. So they have actual video game music in there.
From that Sonic the Hedgehog 1 arcade game that we all played.
Yeah.
Hey, they got it in there.
Okay.
I mean,
there was an attempt.
I mean, they showed some games that were real. What Jess and I thought was really funny is when you get it, like they use it as like a clue for their detecting or whatever. But it shows like the time that he got his highest scores on Virtua Fighter, and I was like, it doesn't do that. Have you ever seen an arcade game that actually says like this score was made at 11:43?
Oh yeah, a lot of. I mean, it's in. You just got to right click it. It's in the metadata.
I mean, I'm sure if you took the arcade machine apart, you might be able to see it in there. But it was funny that it was like you could see it was like you could tell it was photoshopped like on the screen. That was like, no, he was here from 11 to midnight. And also, what arcades are open till midnight? I don't know.
Galloping Ghost.
Yeah, that one. But I mean, back in 1995, what was open till midnight?
Nothing.
But yeah, Minecraft. You still haven't watched it yet, John? With your
don't plan to.
Yeah, but your nephew wanted to see it.
You don't have to watch it if you don't want to.
Do you still have HBO Max, or did you get rid of it?
Nope, got rid of it.
Ah, damn! I was gonna say you got to watch Sinners if you haven't seen it yet. That movie's really good.
That's good.
It's great. Yeah, I bought it. I bought it on Amazon. I was so excited to see it. But you can watch it, Jeremy, because you still have HBO Max. I think Shauna would like it. It's a
movie.
It's like vampires and music. Yeah, it's made by Ryan Coogler, who did Black Panther 1 and 2. No, it was really good. It's got like 98% or something.
We've been catching up on Yellow Jackets. That's what we've been watching.
Oh yeah, we've seen all those.
It's a good show too.
Yeah, we watched. There's like 4 seasons now, right?
Yeah, we're in the second season.
Yeah, we watched it all the way through. We've seen all of them. No, I think it's kind of needs to be. They need to end it next season. I think it's getting a little too long in the tooth.
It already seems a little that way in the second season.
Second season kind of really goes off the rails pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I thought. I think gets better after that, but that second season was kind of definitely not as great as the first season. That's for sure.
Nope.
But it does get better after that. I think third season was stronger. Fourth was all right, but you know. But aside from that, we could talk about other games that we got. Right after we talked last week, I beat Double Dragon Advance. That game was really, really long, but no, it's I was already like halfway through it, and right after we were done talking, I just went through the rest of it, and it was fun. You know, I used save states and all that, but I also played it on easy because you only get a certain amount of credits, and once you're out, you're out. So, but after that, I decided to play the other Double Dragon game that I had, Double Dragon Gaiden: Rise of the Dragons, which is the one that kind of turned all of us off with its chibi artwork or whatnot, but it's actually a really solid game aside from that. Like once you can get past that, the way it looks, it's almost kind of. I was trying to break it down. I'm like, what is a Double Dragon game anyway? Like, what do you actually need to make a Double Dragon game a Double Dragon game? What, like, you punch people and it has a good soundtrack? Like, how would you define Double Dragon? What, 2-player, Jimmy and Billy, and what else?
Yeah, two punks take on the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's because it's like it doesn't really, it doesn't overly feel like a Double Dragon game because it doesn't have the same style as all the other ones do. But maybe that's better to try to set it apart from the other ones. I don't know, because I was trying to think: are there any actual like Double Dragon games that aren't like, ones from like 30 years ago that I actually like? Because I didn't really like Double Dragon Neon, and that one was and that was even like a way forward one, but I just had a hard time getting into it. I think because the play control was weird for me. Like I just couldn't, like I couldn't get very far in it. I remember that, and I never played Double Dragon 4 or 5, the one that John played that you hated,
Yeah.
and
Terrible.
yeah, and I don't know what else. I mean, I didn't like the Double Dragon Battletoads one, but that was a long time ago. And
I like that one.
I think the last one
That
I
was
liked.
different, though.
I think the last one I liked was Super Double Dragon on Super Nintendo. So it's like,
No, there hasn't been a good one since the 90s, since the mid-90s.
yeah.
And,
Except for this one.
That's about it.
Whenever you're actually here, you have to play it because it is actually really, really good.
We'll give it a shot.
They've done a lot to actually make it interesting. Like most beat 'em ups are pretty much punch, 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 walk from left to right, get to the end, credits. Okay, you're done. You forget about it. This one has like a lot more to it. Like number one, you only have one life, and when you die, it's well, you can spend your cash that you earn to revive yourself, but every time you spend it, it goes up. Like the price of it rises. So you can't really you have to actually know what you're doing. You can't just just punch through the whole thing. And there's this really cool mechanic that I found interesting, and it's called crowd control. So like there's these special KOs for characters where you either there's a special meter now, which last time I played a beat 'em up with a special meter was what's it called? Final Fight 3 on Super Nintendo, which is one of my favorites because it was like Street Fighter as a beat 'em up. But you have a special meter, and you press your special meter button in different directions like you would in Smash Brothers, and you do different moves. In that way. And if you KO somebody with your special move, you get a special KO. But if you're able to get three special KOs at once or more, you can get food. That's how you get food to refill yourself, and that's like the main reason that you find it. Aside from, you can find it in some trash cans for the bosses, but for the most part, that's how you refill yourself is from doing the crowd control moves. And if you get it to like 4, you're like, if it's like for 3, you get a hot dog, which is so much life. And if you do 3, you get a hamburger. And if you do like 5, you get a turkey, which will like fill most of your life up. And the cool thing is if your life is already up, you actually get money for the food instead of getting your life back. So it gives you a reason to actually still try to keep getting the food to build up the money. And then after you beat each level, they give you you can buy one upgrade for each character with the money that you have. But you can also choose to not buy anything if you just want to save all your money for your credits and all that. And the same thing, you have to use money for the continues, which you can turn that off if you don't want to. You can make it infinite continues. But it'll still start you at the beginning of the level. Like there's still not checkpoints or whatever. But another thing that I thought was really, really cool about it is So there's 4 different levels. You start off on a map, where you can go to one thing or another, and there's 4 different gang spots. So and it shows like the gang leader and like what the areas are. And the first time you fight, whoever you fight the first is going to be the easiest. So you fight that one and you beat them. And then once you do that, the other 3 gangs, they like build up their gang. Like since this one is down, they're like, all right, somebody's coming for us. So they make it harder. So like this one would be 1 level and the next one will be like 2 levels. And once you do that, the next one will make theirs bigger. So that one will be like 3 levels. So it actually expands the levels depending on which one you do first and which one you do second, which I thought was really cool. And it makes it harder where there'll actually be different bosses depending on whether you do it at the beginning or the end, which I thought was really neat. So, I mean, I've never really seen that in a Double Dragon game either. And there's 2 new characters. I said you could play as Marion now, the kidnapped girl. She has a gun. But Uncle Maton, however you pronounce that, he's kind of like having Hagar in the game. Like he has he has like wrestling type moves. He's a big muscly guy. His special move is he runs at you with a shield, and you can hit multiple people with it at once, and that can help you do the crowd control stuff. And I really liked using him a lot. And actually, I got like halfway through the game before I realized there was a run button also. I was always like, well, he moves slow, but maybe it's just because he's the big Hagar guy. But the R button was the run button. I just figured that out. But yeah, it's cool, and they give you like there's like submissions that you can do, like checklists. It'll be like, all right, well, they do this amount of times, and you get extra money, and of course you get extra money for special KOing the bosses, which the special KO also counts with any sort of weapon, which the weapons can only be used by Billy and Jimmy. But there's a tag team mechanic in it too, like Marvel vs. Capcom, which is really cool. So you play with 2 people as one, but you get your power bar knocked down a certain way, but it'll still show a shadow of life, and if you switch them out, the life will come back, as they're tagged out, and then you can tag them back in, and then they'll have their life back. So you can kind of like swap back and forth as you would in in the MVC games. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in it that is not in other Double Dragon games, and I highly recommend anybody who cares about Double Dragon to check it out. It is really hard. Like I really wanted to beat it before this week's episode, but at the end of the game, the game's not that long. You go through the four different mob bosses, and then as I said, they get stronger. So whoever you have at the end is going to be harder than whoever you fight at the beginning. It's like Street Fighter where you fight Ryu like at the end, and he's going to be stronger unless you fought him at the beginning. But also the levels are longer the longer you wait, for each one. Because like the first time I played like there's this like Anubis Egyptian type thing. That was the first thing I played, and it was like one level. I fought the guy. He was just a dude in an Anubis suit. But I fought it last on the other one, and it's like an Anubis god that you fight. It's like this big magic dude walking around, and he blows this like mist in your face that makes your controls all backwards, which is really fucking annoying. If you remember Donkey Kong Country, it's Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, So there's that in there. But once you get to the end, so you defeat all the bosses, and the mayor like comes up and congratulates you, and he's like, hey, you took out all the mob bosses, thanks, you did so great, join me and I'll give you $10,000, and we can end the game right now. So it has the join the Dark Lord part in it. I didn't even expect that. It has a join the Dark Lord. So I wonder what happens. I didn't want to automatically game over, because it will game over and delete your save. Like it doesn't fuck around like that. So I said no. I said no to him, and then I ended up having to fight him, and then you have to fight all of the bosses together, all 4 of them at once, which I could not do.
Oh, jeez.
I got my ass beat, and I ran out of money, and I didn't have enough money to revive myself, so I could forever continue, but I had to keep starting at the beginning of the level where I had to go through everything and then get all the way to the mayor again. I couldn't get to him because I couldn't beat all the bosses, but it would be fun to play it 2-player. I know you can play it online 2-player, and they added a bunch of extra stuff that you can unlock. And another interesting thing about it is when you get to the game over menu, you can say to continue, but you can also say game over. And if you do game over, your game automatically deletes, like it fully deletes itself. You can't restart it from then, but it'll give you tokens, and you can use tokens to unlock new characters. So you have to so you build up the points to a certain point, and then you say no, and then you get your tokens, and then you can buy like a Bobo and all these other bosses and stuff to use as your main characters. And I think they added these like as they went. Like I felt like they kept dropping them in as free DLC, ever since it was released and all that. So there's a lot to do on it, and it controls really well. It kind of feels more like the Shredder's Revenge sort of thing with its smoothness and the way the the way the buttons and the moves are. But I was impressed by it. Like I said, I was super hesitant to get it, but everyone I knew, like Shake talked it up like crazy, like he loved that game, and I know Joe played it too, and it was I was waiting for it to be, because I think it's like 25 at its highest, and it was at 10. It was $9.99. So I was like, all right, I've been waiting for it to be cheap, and $10 is cheap enough for me. So that was a definite recommend for me on there.
It'd be cheap enough for me to get it too if it ever comes around to 10 again. I'd pick it up.
I think it's 10 through, I don't know, through like the weekend or a couple days, or I don't remember. I don't remember how
I'm in a heavy
much is on
video
sale
game
for.
buying season at the moment.
Well, I don't expect you to buy
bit.
it now. I mean, July is looking like a pretty stacked month here for games. So I believe that, I understand that there's not a whole lot of room for a couple of year-old Double Dragon game or whatever. But we do have you mentioned it on yours, John, but so we can mention it together. I pre-ordered Tony Hawk 3 and 4. I got that loaded, preloaded.
Oh, nice.
I was kind of a little upset that I found out later, and I don't know if I would have done it. I might have, just for content for the show. But if you would have paid $20 extra, you could play the game 3 days early, which I kind of hate when they do that. But I did consider it. But I wish they would have let you upgrade it. Like if you already pre-ordered it, you can't just like pay $20 and play it like right now. You have to buy the whole thing. You have to pay like $70 or whatever for like the deluxe version to get it early, which is dumb.
There's already like 6 different ways to buy this game, and I think it's honestly getting a little bit confusing.
There are what? Yeah.
Like now you can buy the $69.99 pack with where you get the trade just mentioned, where you get the Doom Slayer and a couple of the characters, whatever. You can buy the regular one. You can buy both of those on Nintendo Switch 1. You can also get a free upgrade, or not a free upgrade. You can get a paid upgrade if you have the Switch 1 version, and then you get it to Switch 2. And I don't know, like it's not very clearly laid out on the eShop. I think that's one thing that they do need to fix when there's multiple versions of games for both the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. It just gets confusing fast.
Yeah, that's for sure. I didn't know there was an upgrade or not. I mean, most of the time there is, but sometimes, like the Sega ones didn't do that, which I'm still kind of pissed about that I couldn't pay like $10 to upgrade Sonic X Generations or whatever to fucking Switch 2. Like fuck you. You want me to pay another $50 like for Switch 2 version? Like, get out of here.
I think somebody said it was free, actually. I don't know if it's free or paid, but I believe I heard somebody say that it was free. If you get the Switch 1 and you decide you want Switch 2, you can upgrade for free. I think. I don't know. I
think it's the same price, right? Like, isn't it $50 for both of them?
It is.
So I think I paid $50 for it. So if it's $50,
but you can also get the basic. You can get the basic one for $40, and then you can also get another one, which I got for $50, which has like a wireframe Tony or something. Or I don't know why I paid $50. Yeah.
Well, I guess I got confused then, because I would have just bought the regular version if that was the case. But yeah, no, you're right. There's a bunch of different versions. Then it's even more confusing when they show up at different release dates because of the different things.
In any case, we're gonna have a good time on Friday when it comes out.
Anyway, yeah, it's whenever it decides to come out. I know you posted that it'll maybe be time. Midnight, or was it midnight?
I think it was 11 p.m. Pacific Thursday, 2 a.m. my time, Eastern time, and 1 a.m. your time.
Yeah, it says right here, Tony Hawk 3 and 4 Standard Edition, $50. But yeah, there are a bunch of different versions, so it's confusing. Let me see.
That's the point. I'm confused.
Let me see what at least the Switch 2 one has like the big red border at the top of it. So
that helps.
So because I didn't want to do like what I did with Rune Factory, where I accidentally bought the Switch version and then had to pay, and then I bought the Switch Deluxe version and then paid the Switch 2 upgrade price, on top of that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a little confusing, but I guess I'm sure you watched all the reviews of it then, right?
I watched a bunch of them. Yeah.
Well, I watched the Nintendo World Report one and I watched the IGN one, and the IGN one really bums me out that they only there's like 5 songs from the original game on there. Like they really like yeah they really didn't try very hard to get the original soundtrack on there. I guess I mean I think I'd heard this in the news too that some bands weren't even asked about it. Like they didn't even approach them about being like, hey, do you want to be in the game? They just didn't do it.
Yeah, it's silly. I don't know. Everybody always acknowledges that the soundtrack to these games is so important and so huge important part of the games. But then I heard this news today that it's 20% of the original soundtrack is there and then the rest is new songs. Like why? You should get every song that you possibly can from the originals and then add songs from there. But
I agree.
20% is come on, it's stupid.
That's what's depressing compared to 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 had most of the songs on there from Tony Hawk 1 and 2 plus extra ones, but this one doesn't. This has doesn't even have half, I guess. Which it's if there's only 4 or 5 songs, what is on there? I'm kind of afraid to look at what made it and what didn't.
Ace of Spades.
I mean, Ace of Spades has to be there, right? Because that's the theme song. But
in the trailer.
But the song that played at the beginning of Tony Hawk 4 is not on there. So I mean, it was the theme song of Tony Hawk 4 or whatever. So I mean, there's, I don't know. It's AFI on there. It's As If You Must be on there. I hope so.
If you must. I
mean, a lot of these games were how I discovered these bands. That's how I discovered Delve the Funky Homo Sapien, and Bus Driver was on Tony Hawk Underground. So how I understand that. A lot of cool independent hip hop stuff I hadn't heard of before. So it should still be there. But whatever, I still got it.
Did Doom ever make it onto Tony Hawk?
What?
MF Doom. I don't remember if MF Doom was ever in a Tony Hawk game.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. Unless it was on one of those ones I didn't play. Unless it was on Ride or Project 8.
Yeah.
Which those ones were the last of them. So I don't know.
I want to get this, but I think I'm probably going to wait a little bit just because money. And I know I'm going to buy Donkey Kong. That's going to be my big game purchase this month.
For sure. I did, because I think Jess said we were only going to keep our Sam's membership for another month. So I did I did the 10% off eShop card thing again, where I got $100 for $89 before we get out.
That's smart.
So there's my Donkey Kong money right there. That'll go to that. So cool. And I guess the other thing I've been playing a lot is Darksiders 3 still. Trying to get through that game. I want to get through it before Tony Hawk comes out, and we'll see. I only have a couple areas left to get through, so I should be pretty close. It's only 20 hours supposedly, and I got 15. And that was what my middle name was earlier. I just got the Lust Hammer, which I just kind of it's not called the Lust Hammer, but it kind of just came together in my head because you have to you're chasing down the 7 deadly sins. So those are the different bosses. And I fought the boss Lust, and then I got a hammer from it. So it's the Lust Hammer, right? It's got to be. Which now it's the Lust Axe, because I've been doing there's DLC on there that was included. There's the Void and the Crucible. And if you make all your way through the Void, which is a series of of different puzzle areas, and when you finish each one with each new weapon that you get a new stronger weapon that you can upgrade from there. And every time you beat one of the sins or whatever, you get different weapons based on whatever you call it, different elements. So I got the fire. I got the fire blade, and now I have the fire claws, Wolverine claws. And then there's then there's the storm. They call it the storm thing, but it's basically electricity, and you can shock people with that. And I got the electricity spear, and now I have the Lust one is kind of like a bomb, I guess. So it's not really it's not really an element, but you basically use it to blow up walls that you used to have to do by getting these bugs that would eat this bomb power, and you throw them at the wall. It was a really annoying thing to do, and now you can just blow up bombs whenever you want. You can also sink. You can actually walk on the ground in water also with it. But it's been, I don't know, it's been fun to play around with. Oh yeah, I got the spider ball now. Basically, it's 100% the spider ball from Metroid.
It's called Spider Ball?
No, it's called I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's called I don't know what the actual name of it is, but it's part of the Lust Hammer. So like you'll see like specific parts of the world.
It's
where,
the balls part of the Lust Hammer.
Where there's like yeah, right. You see parts of the world where there's like all these like stone looking sparkly crystals and stuff. And if you go up to it and you press like if you do the double jump, you basically turn into a ball like Metroid, and you stick to the wall, and then you move in between the crystals. So it's 100% the fucking spider ball, and it's kind of funny, but that's why I like this game so much. It reminds me of other games like Metroid, and the original Darksiders that I really like felt a lot like a Zelda game, and this one totally feels like a Metroidvania. Even like you could even like squint your eyes and pretend it's a Castlevania game because your main weapon is a fucking whip. Like you whip everybody, and you swing with your whip, to go across big gaps and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a fucking Castlevania game almost, except you're one of the horsemen and you're destroying Sen. But yeah, fun times. But I think that's good for me. Do you guys want to say what you've been doing? I know John's got a lot of notes here.
Yeah, sure. I can probably get through mine pretty quick, and then maybe we could take a break or whatever.
Sure.
But so this weekend I was gone for 4 days. We went camping. Well, I guess it would have been pretty much 4 days because we left Thursday and got back Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. But we went to camp and be on some water for the holiday weekend. My job was closed for July 4th, and then based on the way the days that were normally closed, they were like, we're just going to be closed on Saturday as well. It just makes the most sense to just have a long weekend. So everybody had a 4-day weekend, which was really cool.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's good.
I mean, it wasn't, we didn't get no holiday pay or nothing, but we had an extra day off.
That's a big move for a restaurant to close for the weekend.
Yeah, especially one that where most people have 4-day weekends, or a lot of people who work regular jobs.
4th of July weekend's like a historically slow.
Is it? Oh.
Restaurant time.
I know for bars, like 4th of July, like nobody comes out like on the actual 4th because they're all at home shooting fireworks.
Yeah, you're basically like doing what you would do when you're out and about at home because people either go to parties or they're usually that's how it goes. But we were at a park. We went to a park in Indiana near Turkey Run State Park. It's another park called Shades State Park that's near there, and it was really nice. We were able to swim in a lake. We did a float trip, like 3.5 mile float trip down a river, which was really cool. Went to some restaurants and stuff. Well, just one restaurant because there's really not a lot of restaurants around there, but went to like a fairly touristy, super busy restaurant that was near there, and they had like an ice cream parlor built in and stuff, so that was cool. They were playing some Jimmy Buffett.
Ugh.
Felt like summer. We didn't actually see any fireworks or light off any fireworks, but we hung around a campfire, so that's kind of like how fire works, and just chilled with some friends. But we were doing the thing where we were living in the van while we were there, so I brought my Switch 2 just so I'd have it with me in case I ever had a chance to play, which I didn't expect to, but I found out that it was really nice to, like, while Shauna was getting ready in the morning, right after we'd wake up, I'd get dressed or whatever, and then I just sit and I just kind of decompress by playing some Fantasy Life I before I'd go meet up with everybody else for whatever our plans were for the day. And there was a group of I want to say there's 10 of us. So, a decent enough group that we could be a posse when we were going to do things and be somewhat organized as a unit to it's like we did some trails and stuff too, and just all the cool things you do when you're camping, and probably more actual activities because there were some really type A people in charge of the trip that were keeping us on our toes and taking us where we needed to be and stuff. So that was really fun. But yeah, I played mostly just Fantasy Life I, and I played a little bit of the open world Mario Kart, just trying to get more of the peach coins and the question marks, which the question marks are hard to find, I think, compared to everything else. But it's still cool.
The panels.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some interesting ones. Like there was one that's like one of the floating island things, and the question mark panel was like under it, and you had to kind of fall, and that's how you found it. Like some of them are in really interesting spots for the question marks.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's gonna be fun to find them, but I found it ran well, and my battery didn't last a long time, but I had enough battery to play. I probably played a total of like 2 hours throughout the 4 days we were there, just in my little morning routine of collecting my items and stuff for the day in Fantasy Li-Fi. Otherwise, this week mostly I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom. First I'll say I bought Mineko's Night Market. That was
you
the
did?
other one. Yeah, that was the other one that, based on our bonus episode, I needed to purchase, and I chose between that and a 1980X. I chose 1980X, played through that basically in 1.5 sittings. I guess it's 2 sittings, and then then I was like, I gotta buy this other one just because I want to grab it while it's still on sale. So, but I can't really get into it. I've been trying. I played through it for a little bit, just got through the opening like sequences, and ended up like going to bed or whatever that night that I bought it. And then the other night I booted it up again. I was like, I don't even really remember what was going on, so I'm just gonna start over again. And I'm back to the where like I feel like I need to start over a third time. It's just not like grabbing me, whatever is going on, but it's really like a really nice looking game, and the music seems nice so far. So I'm gonna try again
For
the third
Mineko?
time. Yeah,
Isn't it supposed to be like kind of, it's sort of cozy, right? But sort of not. I honestly don't really remember what all was in that game. I mean, you run
That
a
was like an
market,
adventure
right?
game or something.
I mean it's literally about like selling stuff at like a market, but I don't know what the overarching stuff in the game is going to be quite yet. Mostly it's like the part of the game I'm on is just going around and talking to people and kind of world building, and it's a little confusing to me.
They don't put in. Is there a map, or they don't tell you like where to go?
Yeah, it shows you where to go.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you said you'd have to like restart it a few times. So
It's more I just want to make sure I'm like wrapping my head around what the game is.
it might take you like, I don't know. May have to play it for a while before.
As a cozy game, I'm surprised how long it's taking to get into, because most of those kind of games I've played, like, it's very apparent from the get go what the gameplay is going to be, the loop, and they can kind of throw you into it. This doesn't seem to do that, but I just need to give it another try. I'm going to, but otherwise, this week I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom a lot, actually, because it looks so good and plays so good, and it's just like, yeah, it's like a different game. We were talking about it last week, but I just keep playing it. I've unlocked like a good portion of the towers, and I've only been down in the depths long enough to get one light route, because I'm still kind of creeped out by them, like all over again. I'm kind of creeped out by the depths, and I had the big pile of hands chase me once. That freaked me out still. I'm still really weak. I've been putting all my upgrades into stamina and not into my health, so still getting one shot at a lot, but mostly just been exploring and just kind of like just having a really great time, like solving all these puzzles I forgot how to solve in the different temples or the different shrines, and then kind of just taking my time with it because I can. There's no hurry. This is just something I can kind of tool around with in my free time, and I've tried going back to like, I'll go play my my end game file, and I don't know, it's not as fun. I'm enjoying like this new playthrough of it, and that's kind of what I've been focusing on. So, I found most of the towns and stuff, and I got my shrines marked on my map, and I'm seeing the bubble frogs. I've killed a couple of bullfrogs. I've been chased by enemies that are way too strong for me, so I just run away from them. And that's where I'm at. Tears of the Kingdom. What a great game. What an incredible game on the Switch too. Can't say enough good stuff about it. This is where it truly shines as a video game.
You're playing like a harder mode, right? Are you
Nope.
playing it on hard mode, or are you just playing it on regular mode or master
Just regular
mode or
mode.
whatever?
I'm just playing regular mode. What it
Okay.
is like it just gives you an extra save file with the update. So I just started a new.
Oh, just so you can start it again, I guess.
Yeah. So I just started a new playthrough, and that's the way I've been playing it. In fact, this is, I think, the third time that I've started it over. The second time I started it over. So I've got another save file under my Japanese eShop account.
Oh yeah.
That I played for a while, but I'm sure I've exceeded that by now in this playthrough. I don't know, just everything about the world of being able to see further and everything sharper, and the frame rate so smooth, and it makes you less it makes me want to be more experimental experimental with my approaches to things. So I've been like using more like machines to try to get places and stuff.
So far, I think it's the best example of the upgrade power from Switch 1 to Switch 2.
Oh, no doubt.
Have any of you guys tried Breath of the Wild with the Switch 2 update? I downloaded it, but my Breath of the Wild is physical, so
I actually downloaded it and
I gotta find it.
So is mine. I actually downloaded it and then I think I got rid of it because I didn't have enough room.
Good space, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll get around to it eventually, but part of me just feels like going back to the original Breath of the Wild is going to feel like playing with my arm tied behind my back or whatever, with all the extra stuff that Tears of the Kingdom does.
Just a little more simplified, I guess. Yeah, I do have both of them downloaded. Still haven't played either of them, but they're on there.
And that there is about what I did this week.
That's it. Why don't we take a break?
All right. Well, let's take a break,
time.
and then we'll come back and talk about more games and news. So stay tuned.
Hey, you.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, you. Subscribe to our Patreon to hear our bonus shows, which happen every month.
I'm tired.
Tired of all the big corporate podcasts spoon-feeding you the same old video game news on every single show?
Spaghetti. Ravioli.
Then expand!
With NintenDomain Expansion Pack.
It's us talking about old games that were important to us. It's us interviewing people that we meet at conventions. And heck, it's live shows from those same conventions. It's basically everything you could want that NintenDomain ever made.
Here we go!
And it's just $1 a month.
That's less than a bad indie on the eShop.
It's $12 a year, which is less than Nintendo Switch Online.
Thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon and supporting NintenDomain.
Just go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast and hey, Mario, let go. Whoa! He's throwing us back to the show.
So long, Bowser.
Patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast.
Game over.
Back from the break, John, what have you been doing?
Well, I went to a Weird Al concert last week. It was amazing.
You did,
my first Weird Al concert. Hopefully the first of many. It was a lot of fun. Seriously, it was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And I would say it's certainly the most theatrical concert I've ever been to.
So he does all the costume changes now.
Costume changes and everything. Yep. Yeah. Well, so it was at Pine Knob, which is a outdoor music venue here in Michigan, a very well-known outdoor music venue, which is a whole atmosphere of its own. I hadn't been there in like 10 years, so I kind of forgot. a lot about it, but it is like going to like a campsite or something. Like you enter and there's just like these tall, pine trees, and you're just like you feel like you're driving into another world, and like you can't really see, beyond the trees, so you feel like you're just like off in the woods, basically. But then there's the amphitheater, and there was about 15,000 people there, is what I read. That's the capacity of Pine Knob, and it looked like it was full. Like all the seat, there's some of the spots were seats, and then some was the lawn out on the back. I was on the lawn.
This is a lot of this is a stadium tour. Like he said, he's playing like MSG and stuff. So
Yeah,
this is like a
big tour.
This is basically him kind of having his mainstream moment more than anything, I think. At least tour wise.
Yeah, I mean, he was on the cover of Billboard recently, and it seems like he was on the Tonight Show. Yeah, he's making a big deal of this tour. So
I think Entertainment Tonight had like a really long interview with him. That's what I watched, where he was describing the tour and stuff.
Yeah, so this is the start of the tour. I think it's only like began about 3 weeks ago. So if you're hearing this, wherever you are, check out if he's coming. I say go for it. I mean, tickets were cheap. I paid $45 for my tickets, and that was a great time. And we were sitting out on the lawn. I like the lawn seats. I think it's kind of an interesting, different way to do a concert and spread out. Claim your own space, throw it on a blanket, whatever.
Yeah, I love that. That's Sean and I's favorite as well.
It was really fun. Let's see. Puddle's Pity Party was the opener, and he was great. That's the second time that I've seen him. You don't know.
That's right. You saw him with Eels, didn't you?
With Eels, yeah. Which he almost stole the show. Like it was such a surprise seeing him that time. I didn't know he was going to be there when I saw him at the Eels concert. And it's just like, oh, there's that guy from America's Got Talent, and like, oh, wait a minute, he's like absolutely fucking amazing. Like,
yeah,
he's an amazing singer. Like, if you've not heard of him so far, well, he's a 7-foot tall clown, and he's basically a mime. He doesn't talk at all except for when he sings, and he'll do like little acts or gags and stuff between the songs, and he'll do audience participation, like he pulls an audience member up on the stage to play a cardboard guitar.
That's cool. No, I've never seen his like the performance other than just like the vocal performances is how he's always been like, gone viral on the internet and stuff.
Yeah, he plays with that band
Postmodern
Jukebox. Yeah. So he was great. The best, the funniest thing that he did, he started Stairway to Heaven, and Stairway to Heaven, like that long opening and everything.
Did he get stopped? Stairway denied.
No, he didn't get stopped. Better yet, when the lyrics started, it was the lyrics to Gilligan's Island, like the Stairway to Heaven. It was amazing, but he was doing it with his like booming operatic voice, and he gets a little bit like gravelly and everything. He even threw some Metallica in there, and he's got a huge range. So he was a lot of fun to watch. And Al came on, and I tell you, I think he did every song that you would want Weird Al to play, like from across the entire catalog. It was about a 2-hour show, and he just played everything. I mean, you name it.
Albuquerque.
No, he didn't play Albuquerque. Okay,
that one's probably
that's the first one.
That one's a little on the long side. Yeah, maybe.
No, that's like the for a while there he had like these really long ending tracks. Like what was he did the R. Kelly closet one or Trapped in the Drive-Thru.
Trapped in the Drive-Thru. Yeah.
Or,
he didn't do
I
super long ones,
Palindrome. They do that one.
Wait, okay, he did Dare to Be Stupid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He did Dare to Be Stupid. He did Smells Like Nirvana, which was
that's really cool that he did. Yeah.
And he did it all dressed in costume and everything. He even had like the cheerleaders and the janitor mopping the stage and all that.
Did they play like parts of UHF or the Weird movie or whatever? Like first time we saw him, that was when I was a teenager. When I saw him with my friends, that was the first time we'd ever heard of UHF because the internet barely existed then, and we saw scenes of UHF at that Weird Al show, and we were like, "Oh my god, Weird Al has a movie," and then we went and rented a VHS copy and watched it over and over again. So
nice. Yeah, they played clips from the movies and stuff because there was a lot of costume changes. So they'd have interstitials like no more than like 4 or 5 minutes at a time. Like they were very quick and very efficient. Once the show started, like it really didn't stop. Even my dad commented like, "Oh, that really just like kept going."
Was your dad there?
So you saw it with your dad?
Yep. I saw it with my dad, my mom,
cool.
and then
wow.
and Rich came along too.
Whole family.
So
that's cool.
Yeah,
I just thought you went by yourself. Yeah.
No, I actually bought the 2 tickets when we were at your wedding. That's when they went on sale. That's why I found out about them, and I was like, I'm just going to buy 2 tickets. It's not until next summer. I'm buy 2 tickets, and whatever. Somebody will come with me. So Rich ended up coming, and I told my parents about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll come too." So yeah, we all went.
Yeah,
had a good
time. So your parents are Weird Al fans as well, or they just want to hang out with you?
No, they just wanted to go to a concert and
cool.
They just want to sit in the grass with you.
Yeah,
I'd say like I would consider my parents Weird Al fans.
Well, I think it was probably my mom. I think it was my mom who more wanted to go. Like she just likes looking for opportunities to hang out and do fun things with us and all that.
Yeah.
And then Dad actually is an accordion player, so I think he kind of had a.
So he's got respect. Did he do like polka stuff and all that like he normally does, like the pop culture polka songs? Did he do any of those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually the first song he opened up with was a pop culture polka medley.
I think his most recent song that he's released was one of those, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
He released a single that was like somewhat more modern, one of those. Because his last album was like 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know when.
Was it really?
I don't know when the
it was a long time
ago.
It's
been a bit, right?
Mandatory Fun. Yeah, that was his last.
Oh, I'll tell you. So you know what I'm remembering now. You know what he opened with? This was great. He opened with Tacky, but he started out backstage, and there was a big video screen, and it was all him like coming to the stage, but you could see live on the video what he was doing, and it was basically reenactments of the video, like him kind of dancing along with like the Pine Knob staff people back there, or there was Puddles who'd just gotten off stage was standing back there on the video, and Al hit him in the face with a pie, and that got a big laugh. But he was marching his way to, if you can remember the Tacky video where he's kind of like strutting along through like an abandoned building, and then a bunch of celebrities are jumping in here and there.
Yeah,
it was basically like a kind of recreation of that video, and that's how he marched his way up onto the stage. So it was like, oh, he's on the video, and then there he is coming, down the aisle and all that. So it was very cool. It was a cool opening, a good way to start the show. Yeah, I just felt like that was one of the most fun concerts that I've ever been to. Just unbridled silliness. Like he played One More Minute, which was one of his older songs, which is like a sappy 50s love ballad. But he's like saying all the terrible things that he'd rather do rather than spend one more minute with you. And as he's doing that, he's like sort of romantically walking throughout the crowd and looking people in the eye, and like, oh, he's got a scarf on, and he gives him the scarf, and oh, here, my love, have my jacket, and all that. And at one point he reaches down into his pants, he rips off his boxer shorts, which are like hard boxer shorts, and gives them to somebody. That got a huge laugh too.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was really, really fun, really well thought out. And, it wasn't just like I'm sure you've been to concerts before where it's just the singer, the guitarist, the bass player, and the drummer, and they do the thing on stage, and that's it. But like, they really thinks this out as like a bit of theater. There was a dozen costume changes, at least. Like a lot of thought went into it, and a lot of choreography. He played "You Can Call Me Al," the Simon, Paul Simon song.
Yep.
But he did like all the dancing and everything that you can remember from the video, little sidestepping and the saxophone and all that. So it was all well thought up. Yeah, super. One really impressive thing that he did and he closed the show with with Star Wars songs, with the one from Phantom Menace,
Yeah. The saga begins, or
The
whatever
American
it's
The
called.
Saga Begins.
Mhm.
Yeah, with a bunch of stormtroopers out there on the stage and everything. And then he also blended that into the Yoda song, yo 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 Yoda.
Yep.
Um, but then he had this moment where it was almost like the lights went dark and things got strange, and he was like, the band, like he and the band like were possessed by some like alien radio brainwave or whatever. And then they just started doing like these like weird chants and stuff, which was actually an interesting medley of like every time you hear it in a song like ooga chaka, or like some variant of that kind of just nonsensical chanting. He took like 10 of those songs and just mashed them all
The
together.
bird is the word. Ooh, mow, mow.
Yeah, that was in there. Yep, all that kind of stuff. That was so cool. Just the coordination behind that and the harmonizing, all that they did. I don't know. I'm gushing, but go see Weird Al. He's coming to a town near you. Coming soon this summer.
So I actually, when I was
He
when I was
was
camping,
already here. He already came to a town near us a week
When I was-
before you.
yeah, when I was camping this weekend, one of the people that was there was talking about her son that had just gone to see Weird Al, and he like sent her like a really long. She's like, he usually doesn't like tell me this much about concerts he goes to, but he like sent her this long text message thread about how great the concert was and the songs that Weird Al played and the costume changes and stuff, like you were saying, John. Like, sounded like he was just fucking stoked about it and had an incredible time. So, to me, the two people I know love this concert. So, for me, that's 2 out of 3. Well, 2 out of 2.
I don't think you know anybody that didn't like it.
We've all seen Weird Al.
It was
in
like,
different
fuck that.
iterations.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that he went back to all that, because when Jeremy and I saw him like on his when he was doing his acoustic thing, when he was just doing his regular.
Well, it wasn't acoustic. It was just like,
or not acoustic, just no cover stuff. Well, I guess he does like one cover and he does like one silly song, but everything else is original, not acoustic. It's his original stuff. But but now he went back to, because when I saw him
which he actually played the Saga Continues when I saw him. That was his.
Oh,
and then his cover song was Stuck in the Middle. That song that sounds like a Bob Dylan song from the 70s.
Yeah, he did Beat on the Brat as his cover for us.
I know, I was
really
so jealous.
Cool. But I forget what the silly one was that he did. But whatever. But we saw him at the Vic. It was cool. But he would do those big productions with all the different, with the different outfits, and it's cool that he's going back and doing all that again. Did they still do like the silly solos, where they're like where he does solos for all the different band members, but they play like one note and that's it?
Yeah, he shouted drum solo, and the guy hit 2 drums, and that was it.
Yeah, I remember the keyboard guys. He did he did a keyboard solo, but he did like the Phantom of the Opera, like he put the mask on and the cape and did the na. But everybody else was just like one note. So it was like, I remember that because we saw him twice. We saw him in high school and then college, and they were pretty similar. It was like one more album that had happened in between.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a week and I'm still glowing about it. So yeah, it was a great show. Certainly one of the best that I've ever been to.
Did it inspire you to watch one of the best movies of all time, UHF, or are you still just continuing to betray your friend Weird Al by not watching this movie?
I did not watch it yet. No,
you're just
Fran Drescher,
you don't
Michael Richards.
You don't like him enough. You don't like him enough to see his really
Emo
good movie.
Phillips.
I only like him enough to go see him in concert,
but not his movie, not his incredible movie.
Go sit in traffic
that came out. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but you don't have to sit in traffic to watch. You can watch the movie at home. You don't even have to drive there. You watch it in your apartment. It's that easy. I think it's only 90 minutes.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've seen most of it.
Yeah,
I've seen it on Comedy Central.
But
I never sat. I just had to sit and watch it all the way through. I never have.
But not the Twinkie Wiener Sandwich. I wanted to make one of those memes. I mean, this is I put this as like a cut thing at the end of the episode of last week's episode, if anybody listened that long. But I wanted to make one of those memes, the Simpsons thing, where Bart's like making fun of the Itchy and Scratchy movie, and they're like, nobody who saw Itchy and Scratchy would ever said that. I wanted to like turn that meme into into John, like when we were talking about the Twinkie Wiener sandwich, and you were like, "Where do you put the cream?" And I'd be like, "Nobody who saw UHF would ever ask that, because you haven't seen it and you don't know."
I don't know.
So anyway, watch it. It's free. It's on YouTube. You're right. You can watch
Apparently-
it free on there.
Al had to eat like several of those because of retakes and stuff. So
Oh God, I hope
remembers
not. It didn't seem like that
he
complicated.
also
of a
said
shot.
for the like whatever that interview I watched with him, he said for the full experience you have to dip it in a glass of milk before you bite it.
Oh yeah, he does do that too. I mean, we saw him whenever I saw, because Jess and I saw UHF at the Music Box, and he was there. He did like Q&A stuff for it, which was really cool.
Interesting.
And the director was too. So it was pretty cool. I was afraid when we were seeing it, because Jess had never seen it before, and I was, like when you see it like at a replay theater, I was afraid everybody was just gonna like just try to recite the
Say
lines,
and all
before
that,
you can
yeah.
actually hear it. But they were pretty tame, so that was nice that you could actually hear. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's like, I know you've seen the movie 100 times. Like, I don't care that you know the lines to this, which you'll get wrong anyway. Like, just let the movie do it. Just let the movie do its thing. And people
It's okay for Rocky Horror, not for everybody.
people were not
Wheel of fish.
yeah, people were not as annoying as they are at a lot of those shows, where it's like, oh, I want to get to the line first that I know and say it before because I'm so smart. Like, please love me.
Don't mention
those people.
lava chicken.
Don't mention
Oh, that's the
what
Minecraft.
what
one.
is Red Snapper.
Yeah, it was red snapper, wasn't it? Maybe lava
Yep.
chicken and red snapper are the same thing.
Red Snappers are
Red snapper is the
gross.
lava chicken of the sea.
It is, yeah. I never liked. I can never eat any of those nigiris with a red snapper. I think it's nasty.
Oh, you like it?
UHF was lying to me. Said I should like red snapper, but can't get into it.
I feel like red
Real
snapper is
life.
one of those fish where they like renamed something else to give it a better name.
It's a good name, not a
You
good
should
fish.
look it up.
The beer from the in between time was it's ginger lime and rooibos. So there you go.
So it was Roybus.
It was what's his face? Roy Orbis' son beer.
Yeah.
No, ginger lime
The day
and,
the
and,
music
and Roy Boy.
woke up again.
Anyway, it's good. It's really good beer. It was
Well, as far as video games that I played this week, Katana Zero played a little bit more of that, and I still get like Celeste vibes from it, just like the way you have to move quickly through the level, and it's about doing these rather short levels as quickly, efficiently as you can. And yeah, I'm gonna keep with this game. It's interesting, stylish as heck. Very fun. I played Goat Simulator 3, where I got Tony Shark, which is a unlockable character. It's a shark on a skateboard. So yeah, I've been playing the latest Tony Shark game.
So it's more of a Tony Hawk than a Tony Stark reference.
That's true.
Can you 900 with the Tony Shark? Can you do that move?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried.
You know what the 900 is? It's the one where you
Yeah.
spin around a lot. You need a lot of
I
air
suppose
to
you
be
can.
able to do it
Yeah, I
without
guess
falling
you can.
down.
Sure.
I mean,
I'll to get on a trampoline or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can grind stuff. Is there half pipes in there in the Goat Sim thing?
Oh, there's ramps and stuff. I've not seen any half pipes.
Whatever
No.
you showed like in your video, it was like
'Cause
if I didn't know about video games, I would have thought maybe that was the new Tony Hawk game.
Didn't it kind of look like it? Yeah. I mean, the grinding is really fun in that game. So yeah, in Goat Simulator 3, you can grind now on rails and telephone wires and all that stuff. And it feels like Tony Hawk game. They got the grinding down. That game is really goofy, really fun. Goat Simulator 3. It's like the original, but like everything's bigger and a little bit more polished, but not so polished that it loses the Goat Simulator jank. The jank is
Do I
still
need to
there.
play 2 to understand 3?
Everybody needs to play 2.
Once again,
before you get
second
3.
week in the row on that one. Everybody, tip your waitress. Jeremy's on a roll here.
I am really.
Same joke 2 weeks in a row.
I'll be here. I'll
Well, every time we mention it, where's the part 2? No, I hear it's secret when you beat it. If you beat it in less than an hour, you get to play it on Goat Simulator 3. So get on that. You also find out what if the goat is really a goat or not. There's a surprise at the end.
It turns out it's Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's actually Samus the whole time. Samus is wearing a goat suit.
And then it turns to Drake briefly.
And you're actually really playing Doki Doki Panic. It gets really wild at the end there. Like they just go all over the place. It's like, this game's actually called Doki Doki Panic in Japan. I bet you didn't know that.
Well, the other game that I've been playing and what I've been playing mostly this week is Wreckfest, which I will declare it now. It's my favorite racing game ever. I love it.
You love that game
of all time.
Better than Mario Kart World.
So it is
Better
your
than Mario Kart World. Yeah.
So it's your GOAT racing game.
It's my GOAT racing game. That's true.
It's your GOAT.
I mean,
GOATer. GOAT.
I love that it's like a mix of sim and arcade. I'm not so much a sim racing person, but you throw some arcade in there, yeah, and you got me. It like feels grounded in reality, like the physics are real. It's just that like the things that you're doing would actually get you killed in real life. So it's not like gonna be like in San Francisco Rush where you punch the gas as hard as you can, you go flying 300 feet in the air or something like that. No, it's like realistic physics. It's just you can crash your car up until it's like a mangled pulp, and then you can like just hit the Y button and reset and get back on the track again. But the sim aspect, like you can upgrade your car, tune your car up, and like the subtle upgrades will have subtle differences that you will notice, and like the larger upgrades you will definitely notice. I feel like this game really will appeal to people who like sim racing for that reason. I feel like actually this game can actually teach you a little bit about cars and like what the different parts do and all that, because they do a pretty good job of breaking down in the menus. Like if you upgrade from this piston to that piston, this is what's going to happen. And it's like, okay, yeah, I can see, like, I feel like I'm learning a little bit more about cars than I.
Do you feel like you can get a job as a mechanic?
Do you think?
Do you
feel like you can fix your own car now? Because that'd be important.
I feel like I could confidently go to get an oil change and sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Basically,
mask the fact that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Stand there after they pop the hood and just shoot the shit with them.
Yep.
You can be like, I really didn't have to pay like $100 for that filter. You're lying to me.
Incidentally, I just went today and got my oil changed.
It's one of the funniest things ever, and I still do it once in a while when I'm having car trouble, where I pop the hood and I start looking, and I'm like, "Why am I even doing this? This is stupid." I think this is some sort of like performance I'm doing for anyone.
It's just like
metal tubes. Yep, it's all there.
It's instinct. I mean, if it's really fucked up, it might be.
I know how to check.
It might be smoking, or sometimes you can tell whether if whatever you call it, the tape or the thing that runs around it, you can sometimes kind of tell when that's worn down.
The serpentine belt.
Yeah, whatever they call it.
Serpentine belt.
You can check the levels of stuff with the dipsticks. Use those.
Yeah, you just have to have a boom mic, and then you can test the levels.
Yeah, don't stick your boom mic in the car. That's gonna mess it up.
I just like, I don't know, the feel of the game. I think feel is like important in a lot of games, but especially in a racing game where it's like such a simple concept, go around the track, whatever. What's so thrilling about that? Well, it gets more thrilling when like you can feel like your tires hovering slightly off the ground, after a landing. It's like, oh, like I feel like my every little input that I do with the analog stick like actually counts and like is doing something.
Do you feel is there like a good force feedback with the Motion
Yes.
Plus? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not a Switch 2 game, so I feel like it feels good. It doesn't feel like.
Well, if it had like a whatever, an HD Rumble thing in Switch 1, though, it would still work on the Switch 2. Like,
yeah,
Pro
it still
controller.
works, but I don't think it's like fine tuned for.
But I don't think it has to specifically.
You
It probably doesn't specifically have like the HD Rumble stuff because not that many third-party games did.
It does make me look forward to Wreckfest 2 when that eventually comes to the Switch 2, like because it does feel great just as is, just as a Switch 1 game being played on on Switch 2. So I look forward to what they can do with actually using the Switch 2. But like it's got the arcade style, which was I really like arcade style racing, and like just the fact that this is like the design is grounded in reality, but it pushes you to be aggressive. That's what makes it feel like it's an arcade game, because like every race ends up feeling like a fight. Like you'll start the race at the back of, I think it's like 16 other cars. And so when it's 3, 2, 1, go, what you see in front of you is just chaos. Is you see all the other cars like pushing and some spinning out and some flipping over right away, and everybody's fighting to get into these get along these like very narrow lanes. Like all the racetrack lanes are really narrow. They're not like Mario Kart where it's designed for 24 cars and it's wide open. No, there's 16 cars in this game, and the lanes are designed for like 4 cars. So you're constantly shoving and angling to get your way ahead, and it's so fun to just strategize about how I'm going to get just around this car and like shove him into a wall, and here comes this corner that he'll never make, and if I just kind of lean into him, he's going to smash into a tree. Like that is, I don't know. There's a lot of strategy that goes into this game, and I just feel like it's a racing game that keeps me on my toes and makes me use every part of my brain to get through the race. So I don't know. It's a super engaging game. But then like there's that part where it's like a serious like good racing game, but then it just gets like crazy. Like there's these really stupid crazy cars throughout the game. Well, you'll do a series of like 8 races, like in one sort of challenge or whatever. And then you're like, wow, that was like really intense. And then there'll be like a goofy race thrown in there just for kicks in between. Like you have to like race a couch, that's like souped up with these giant exhaust pipes on the back. And, then you feel the physics of what it's like to race a very wide couch with, that's kind of like, it can feel like it could tip forward or back. And, it's goofy, but it's like fun, and it's like an actual like a real challenge trying to figure out how to race these goofy cars. One of the ones that I played recently was a motorhome race, which was all motorhomes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, which sounds like, oh cool, I'm just gonna like smash into everybody, like a bunch of huge heavy vehicles, whatever. Except for the motorhomes, they're huge but they're delicate, so you take like 2-3 hits and your motorhome falls apart. So that's what I learned the first time around. I can't actually just smash into everybody, bully my way through.
Yeah, I would think they would just they would crumble.
It's a house.
They crumble.
Yeah. Those walls are not gonna hold up against a car. Well, I guess it's another motorhome, but still, it'd be fun to see them fall apart.
It's like with these crazy car races, it's fun to just figure out what's different this time and how to have to adjust my strategy. I don't know, they do a good job of just like balancing. Every great game has an element of balance to it. I feel like this is a very well balanced game. The goofiness, the seriousness, the aggressiveness. I don't know, it all just makes for an interesting experience, which I don't know, it's unlike any other racing game that I've played before.
It's so strange. I've never heard of this game until you started talking about it.
Yeah, I never heard of it. I never heard of it either. Well, probably because it has wreck in the name. That's why I'm always afraid that it's not racing enough. It's too much wreck. Like you still like are going for a place, right? Like you're still
it's a race.
There's still
so it's
tracks
a racing
and
game.
whatever. Yeah,
it's a racing game and it's a demolition game. So there's racing. Most of it is racing, in which you can, if you want to, you can strategize to like, okay, I'm going to try to like just take everybody out. And I just did one of those today where I successfully killed every other racer, and that's how I won. Then I was just doing my extra 2 or 3 laps by myself.
Nice.
That works sometimes, not every time. And then there's other challenges in there throughout where it's just a demolition derby. So rather than racing, you're just all driving head on into each other and smashing each other up, which is a whole other different strategy, because you can't just go head on into somebody again and again, because you're going to kill your engine. And what I noticed was that the AI, and I hesitate to use the term AI in games the way that we've traditionally used it over the years, but that's what it is. The AI I noticed would start driving backward. I was like, oh, so that's part of the strategy too. You have to watch how much damage is done to the front of the car, the side of the car, the back of the car. And if any one area of your car is too damaged, then you favor the other area. And that's how you win the demolition derbies. So when my front end was getting too damaged, then it's time to change strategy and just reverse into everybody as hard as I could. So as silly as it seems, and as like I don't know, kind of simple-minded as like a demolition derby game might seem, there's actually a ton of strategy into it. It just makes it so much more fun. Yeah, it's a lot of balance, and the realistic crashes. There's like infinite novelty because of that. Like there's so much like domino effect comedy in this game where you just watch one guy go off the rails and then careen into another guy, and before you know it, it's just like there's just a graveyard of cars laying on the track, and that becomes another strategy element where you have to remember not only the curves of every track as you go from lap to lap to lap, but you have to remember where all the dead cars are so that you can avoid them. Yeah. Actually, last thing I'll say about it is it actually feels a lot like Tony Hawk. Like I keep thinking with this Tony Hawk game approaching, I'm noticing in this game that it just seems very influenced by the Tony Hawk series, and that like you have to like do, instead of doing tricks and stuff, it's about like crashing and getting the most interesting crashes, and doing a T-bone versus a rear ender and getting points that way. And that's, I guess, most evident in like there's a destruction park area where that's a whole another mode of the game where it's just a bunch of crazy contraptions, and imagine like a junkyard, like with the giant presses like smushing cars together, that kind of thing. That's like
Clown Car Junkyard.
One more time.
Clown
Car Junkyard. It's one of my levels in Mario Kart or Mario Maker.
Oh yeah,
Clown Car Junkyard. They put it in this game.
Yeah, that's like isn't that a part of the Pink Yoshi and the Clown Wizards too, or doesn't it?
No. Clown Car Junkyard was its own level that I made in Mario Maker 1.
But this whole mode with the junkyard is you get 3 minutes, just fuck your car up as much as you possibly can, and that really feels like a Tony Hawk challenge.
Sure,
just like get as many tricks as you can in 2 minutes or whatever.
I mean that's what the new one is. It's very much so. Play all of Tony Hawk 4 in 2 minutes, minus without the career mode.
Yeah, so that's what I played this week. But I did find some things, which I'll go through real quick, because I was cleaning my house. I just decided, when I got some stuff from my grandma, it was like I got to find some place to put this stuff. So, let me go through my things and reorganize, throw some stuff out, whatever. See what I got, because I got a bunch of these bins in my closet. So I'm gonna start by opening all these bins and seeing what I got in there, going through some stuff. I did find some video game stuff. So a couple of things. First, I had a pile of stuff from the first E3 that I went to, which might be of interest. So these are magazines from E3, which they gave out a new one every day. There was one for day 1, one for day 2, one for day 3, just kind of like an overview.
Yeah,
of what you were going to see that day.
That's a funny headline there. Considering the big news in the video games, Xbox focuses on the games on the front here. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Nope.
Like Hi-Fi Rush.
I mean, they fired like everybody.
I know.
PlayStation brings gamers together. What's the third one? Vision of Tomorrow. Activision rolls out the red carpet for E3 2014.
Gamecom is new best handheld.
Yeah.
Wait, that'd be way too old.
All of them have this Persona ad on the back.
Oh, nice. I have that game. It's a 3DS game.
I was flipping through this right now, and I didn't even realize it until right now, but this magazine is actually a publication of GamePro. So E3, I guess, in GamePro's waning days,
sure,
to GamePro and said, "Hey, can you make a magazine for us?" So
do they exist anymore?
GamePro, no, they're done. I got this Sonic Boom tote bag in the Sega booth. Yep, can't show it all on camera, but
it's upside down. But I see some eyeballs.
Yep, there's Sonic Boom.
Sonic's booming the mic there.
There he is.
Yep.
Nice.
Pretty cool. And some smaller stuff here.
I think the bag's probably better than the game. Probably works better. You probably have more fun with it.
Yeah, I forgot about that game.
There was a few of them. I have Sonic Boom for 3DS, but it was it was like a TV show.
This PlayStation lanyard. Got let's see what else. Oh, this is a personal relic here. This is the OnLive card that I had to hand out because I was there as a representative of OnLive. This was my duty to hand out these cards. That's all I had to do. It was the stupidest.
I remember
thing.
OnLive. That was the first streaming service I ever tried.
Did you have to like stand in one place, or could you move around
No.
and hand them in different areas?
Here was the assignment, and I had to ask several times if this was all that I had to do. And she kept saying, yes, yeah, that's all you have to do. The assignment was walk around to E3 wearing an OnLive t-shirt, hand out these cards. That's it.
Easy.
And she said, after that, just go do whatever you want. It's like, what?
Cool.
You know, this is like probably why you're going out of business, because this
Put
is like,
them in the bathroom.
Yeah, this is all I did. It's just handed out these cards, and I tried to be good about it. You know, I tried to.
Well, they probably can't tell how many you handed out, but you could just like everyone you talk to be like, "Hey, OnLive, here, take this," or whatever.
That was exactly I mean, there was no check on me what I was doing or whatever. I could have just sat in the bathroom or whatever. But yeah, I was honest. I tried to spend at least a good hour every day, you know, handing out the cards and all that. So yeah, that was one of the cards that I had to hand out. That's something cool from the Video Game History Foundation, which I think that was probably the very early days of the Video Game History Foundation. A pamphlet. They had like a living room set up there.
Are those Pogs? What is that?
This is like, they're supposed to be
they look like
replicas
Pogs.
of like when Activision would hand out or send out like, actually these are the things. Activision used to send out like little badges when you beat a game.
Right.
So that's what those pictures are.
Oh yeah, it's like that one game that sent you the button or the patch or whatever.
Yeah, got that right over there.
Thank goodness you're here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, they actually did send you something for beating it, which is cool. There's
There's
Teddy again.
game.
There's that creepy ass Teddy from Persona Q. That guy's a creep.
There's an Oculus VR sticker.
Yep.
Holy shit! Why is that in 3D on my screen?
Woo. Yeah, no. This was I remember this E3 happened like a week after Facebook bought them. And so when I was in line at the Oculus booth, I remember one of the women who was working there was kind of talking to me to hype me up on a game or whatever, and I just kept like asking her about, it's like, you get some of that Facebook money, and she's like, yeah, I got some of that,
Yeah, I got some of it. I got a lot of it. Bought a car with it. What's up?
All right, some Nintendo stuff now. So when I played Splatoon, they gave me this little guy here.
It's a little squid head.
It's like the size of your fingernail.
Tiny.
Yeah, it's a little tiny like rubber.
Is it a badge?
Is it a pin?
Yeah, it's like it's not a pin. It's actually rubber, but I don't know what you would call it. It's like a little thing. It's got a little hook on the back. I guess you could like put a string on it and like put it on a necklace or something.
It's a
little squid kid.
Pendant.
Little pendant.
Or a charm. It'd be a pendant or a charm, probably.
You could hang it from your phone.
This was the wrist strap that they put on me when I went in the Nintendo booth. I think this was like to get into play Splatoon, because Splatoon is kind of off to its own section.
And that's for Wii U. That's Splatoon 1. So
yep,
it's old school.
This is not officially Nintendo sanctioned, but I guess people even get busy at game conferences. This is a one-up condom.
Wow!
Whoa!
Yeah, they're handing out. Yeah,
I doubt that's still safe to use.
No, it's still in the package. It will never be used. Yep.
It's kind of funny that it's an extra life, but you're actually stopping that from happening.
That's what I thought too. It should be the purple mushroom.
It should.
It's one-upping your life by not having kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's it for the E3 stuff. So some other stuff that I found. Game Boy Advance SP. This was
You didn't know you had one?
No. Well, this belonged to my ex. So
it's yours now.
I forgot that I had it.
I mean, it's definitely yours now.
Well, I mean, I
It's
don't think
absolutely
she's
mine
good. If she wanted it, she would have called you by now and asked for it. I would think.
Yeah. So is her Game Gear.
Oh, you got a
Whoa!
Game Gear.
Yeah.
Does it work?
I didn't actually put batteries in it yet.
You might not have
No.
enough batteries to charge it. I don't know how many
Yeah,
double A's you
nobody
keep
does.
around.
6.
Yeah.
I mean, I do because I have a shit ton of double A's here. But
We have a lot too.
Yeah.
Because of all the lights in the van use AA batteries.
And then last and most surprising of all, here's the Virtual Boy that I thought I threw away.
oh wow,
What?
that's hilarious. With a game in it too? Is that a game on the
Yeah,
bottom? there?
Mario's Tennis.
Wow. Did you try it, or also don't have enough double
Mario
A's
is
to try it
tennis.
out?
I haven't tried it out yet, but I mean, I've got the controller and I've got the plug still. I always had that over there, but this is going back to my quote at the top of the show.
It's like how many
It's like
expansion packs have we done where John talked about his thrown away Virtual Boy? I think we've had a few.
I had it the whole time. I never threw it away. I'm telling you, I had a memory of throwing this thing away.
The
and
Virtual
I never
Boy was
did.
it was inside.
Maybe that was a virtual reality that you played.
It was inside you the whole time. You didn't know your Virtual Boy was really you. You always
I
had
guess
it.
so. Yeah.
Click it
There
against
it
your
was.
head
It was
3
just-
times, and it'll take you to wherever, to Mario Tennis Land.
I guess I probably. I mean, I probably had like a debate about like, this thing has a little bad juju, from a previous relationship, broke up, all that, whatever. And like, do I want
Was that hers too? Was that her
to?
Virtual Boy?
She gave that to me. Like, I think it was a friend of hers, and she got it from him, and so that was given to me. But it was like, I think I debated about throwing it away, but then ended up just like, whatever, let me put it in this box. And then, so the prevailing memory was that I threw it away, but I had it stuffed away in a box somewhere the whole time.
Box
for-
sheet.
In a way, you did throw it
Box
away
you didn't
because
see. Yeah.
you took it out of your out of sight, out of mind.
Out of your
I did, but
periphery.
like when I saw it, so I had resigned myself to being like, okay, I threw that away. I'm fine with that. I wasn't like missing it or anything. It was just like, that's the decision I made at the time. I threw it away. And so when I lifted up that last, bit of whatever, and there it was sitting underneath all that junk, it was just like, oh, there it is. And I'm okay with it. All right, cool. I was like,
Seems
happy to
very
see you again.
symbolic.
I really, yeah. I mean, I hope that you are able to try it, because if yours works, then it's going to be like one of the few that still work. Because I think Jeremy's yours isn't working right, and mine doesn't work
I have
very
2
well.
of them, and neither one works.
Yeah, so it's kind of rare to have a working Virtual Boy nowadays. It seems like so. Hopefully, you should try it at least to see if it still works. Because it was the thing.
The,
like
the adhesives they used degraded over time.
yeah, that's what happened to
I don't
mine.
know, maybe keeping it in a box for however long that was it 12 years? Yeah.
Yeah, like the eye part got
Yeah.
messed up on mine. Yeah, where you can't really see the 3D as well anymore, which is a shame because I really liked it. I like the Virtual Boy.
Yeah. But I know where the power is, and I know where the controller is. It's right over there. So I just gotta hook it up. One problem though is that I don't have the stand for it, and then also the base where it connects to
Yeah, it was kind of bent.
the stand is broken. Like, you can't see the plastic is broken.
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
yeah. That's
Well,
the way
the-
both of them are
Yeah,
too.
do what I did in college. Just lay back on your bed. You put your head on your bed, put it on your face, and just balance it. Balance it
hurts.
on your eyes, like that.
The bridge of my nose could not handle trying to do that. I
Yeah.
tried it so many ways, and
It
the bridge
doesn't
of my
feel
nose
great,
can't handle it.
but you can at least try it and see if it works in that way, I guess. Or you can hold it to your face, or take a belt or a tie or something and wrap it around it and see if you can get it to stick to your head.
Just the way Gunpei Yokoi intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
Well, we got any news left? We should at least
News. Don't snooze or you miss the news.
talk about the giant fire that's happening over at Xbox. I know it's Nintendo, but Perfect Dark
Canceled.
shut down Perfect Dark. What was it? John Romero
many
had
other
a game
things.
too that got canned for its own reason. I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, what the hell is happening at Xbox? They seem to be. I guess that growth isn't happening that you talked about. That main guy talking about, like however many months ago, where he said there wasn't enough growth there. I mean, you can't make much growth when you fire everybody. I don't know.
That's kind of so. It must have been Axe of the Blood God or whatever. Where yeah, it was because I remember they were playing circus music.
Yeah, I thought
the note was being read, but
I thought it was like a patriotic song. But Naughty asked for because his like response to it sounded like complete.
Was
gibberish.
basically like we're having all this success right now, and it's all thanks to you. But that's why I have to let you go because we need to minimize our workforce to have more success, like basically. And it's just like you just want to like find this guy and punch him in the face.
Well, you see, if I'm the only, if he's like, well, if I'm the only one getting paid, then it's great. Yeah. So if we get rid of everyone else and I get paid more, so success, see, for me and no one else. And we also don't have games, so I don't know.
Thank you so much for helping our company out. Bye.
But the Perfect Dark game, like that was that was a pretty big deal, I thought.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
As bad as the the Xbox One version did.
Yeah, I mean, but that was a long time ago. I thought they were going to try to be more serious about it. And I still want to play that fucking 360 one. I never did because I never had a 360. But if they ever re-released it on Switch, I would buy it just out of curiosity, just to try it out.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, Perfect Dark. There was one Perfect Dark. Well, there was one Perfect Dark on N64, right?
Yeah, there was one on 64 and one on 360.
And it was the unofficial sequel to GoldenEye.
Yeah, and I don't know how much.
Well, I mean, it was the same. Yeah, it was the same company. It was basically like let's do our own thing that we own, and not a Bond thing.
Well, they had to reskin it, right?
Well,
to a certain extent.
I mean, it's not a reskin GoldenEye. It's a completely different game.
No, I know it's not, but I think it was originally being developed to be a James Bond game, and then the license didn't pull through or whatever, and then they had to change the characters and stuff.
I mean, I would never saw a James Bond game in that. I mean, was it that? I wish that James Bond got that sci-fi where you get to rescue aliens and fight giant monsters or whatever.
Yeah, but you can tell. I mean, the bones of GoldenEye are in Perfect Dark.
And I know, but it's so like. I mean, maybe there was a couple levels that might have been just from what got now. It's very sci-fi. Like it has a lot of stuff that would not have been in a Bond game, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't on this cancellation, whatever. I mean, I don't think there's really gonna be that many people who are upset about it. Honestly, like Perfect Dark, that was 25 years ago. It was one good game.
Here's the thing.
A lot of people were psyched about it, though.
This was a chance for Perfect Dark to be
cool again.
Back in the zeitgeist, to be cool again. Exactly. This could have been Perfect Dark on par with Metroid Prime as far as
or like Hitman. I was really surprised that you cared about the new Hitman because I never gave a shit about that game. Like the old PS2 GameCube one or whatever. I thought it was bad. So I mean, there's plenty of games that were that people don't care about that could get.
What I was getting to was
Hitman was always good.
Yeah.
What I was getting to was that it would have taken just as much effort as launching a brand new IP as putting a new Perfect Dark out there.
But I mean, a new Perfect Dark versus a new IP, at least you have some people that care about it. I think you take more of a chance with a new IP than something that already exists. Especially now, fucking Pixar doesn't even make any new things anymore because it doesn't sell. Like they do sequels to everything. That's like the world we live in. Because nobody wants to invest in anything. I don't think there's any I don't know. I don't think there's any a good side to this. I think it's just let's just not pay anybody anymore. I mean, Rare in itself is pretty much done for, right? They canceled their other game too that they were doing. I remember when I thought it was a bad thing when Xbox bought Rare, and look where we are now. What have they done? We got maybe one new Battletoads game, and maybe that Killer Instinct game might be okay. I don't know. But it wasn't really we didn't get a true Banjo-Kazooie sequel. We got that nuts and bolts thing, whatever that was. I mean, it's I don't know.
If only they just had another 20 years, that would have done it.
I always figured Xbox would bury themselves when they first started, and here we are, finally getting there. For all the shit I talked about the first Xbox. I guess they had their heyday with 360, but after that, it's kind of been downhill. It seems like what are they even doing if they're canceling all of their games? But I thought making a new Perfect Dark was actually a good idea, that they might actually get somebody to care about their stuff. But, they don't. It's what are they going to do? I mean, IPs do great, like Concord. Look at that one. That one did awesome. That was a brand new game no one knew about. How long was it out for? 2 days? I know it's a PlayStation game, but still. I mean, it's not it doesn't really Doesn't really work that well.
I mean, honestly, the big one is like the big one with them was Hi-Fi Rush because it's like it won all these awards and was
Yeah.
like, this game's great, and then they fucking
And they're like, nope.
they're like, nope, not fiscally responsible for us to do this anymore.
Yeah, and it's still sold like, I mean, it's still like broke 1 million, right? But they're like, oh no, it needs to do like 20 million. Or
That shows you
they have like
that's
crazy
such a-
expectations for these games.
That's such a great like insider view into like how much the executives have to do with this shit. Like, you know, the things we love happening because a game that was like an indie darling and won all these awards and stuff was just okay, cool. Thanks for doing all that. Bye.
I just thought maybe they should do something with their Rare, right? It's like, what did they even buy them for? I mean, you know, I don't know. It's like, should at least tried to make another Perfect Dark game. There are a lot of people who really like the 64 one. So, I mean, I don't know. They could have at least, like, given a shit. And I don't know what happened with the John Romero game, but, yeah, that one went down, too. Which I had never really heard that much about it, but could have been good. I don't know. Can't be another Daikatana, right? I think I saw a tweet where it showed a tombstone and it said Xbox runs on this. Which that was a good one. It's true. But yeah, our RIP Perfect Dark. Nintendo should just buy Rare back. or just you know, if Perfect Dark, if they made a Perfect Dark for Switch exclusive, you'd all be all about it.
But is there anybody at Rare now who was at Rare back at that time? Is Rare really the same Rare? I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, probably not. I mean, well, most of the people who made Perfect Dark left to be free to do Free Radical, but they're gone too. You know, the ones who made Time Splitters, but they got canned long time ago. So who knows where they are now? Like, where's Dennis Dyack? Isn't he doing something still? Working for one of those companies? I've seen him tweeting around somewhere.
I don't know, maybe Nintendo could like sweep in and buy Banjo-Kazooie for Microsoft or whatever is useful of Rare to them, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they even really care about Banjo anymore. They got that sick-looking Donkey Kong game coming out. That's, you know, it's like, who cares? I don't know who's going to care about Banjo after Bananza, which is out like next week, right? We're like so close.
Yeah,
right around
the
corner.
17th. Right around the corner.
Yeah. So cool. And yeah, we as far as releases this week, we already talked about Tony Hawk, but System Shock 2 is also coming out, and I'm really excited about that game. I'm going to try to get both of them. We'll see. There's still no pre-order for it or anything or any sort of time. It's supposed to come out tomorrow. I was hoping it would come out tonight at some point, but I'm really excited, interested in that game, just because you know, sci-fi first-person shooter and Night Dive Studios. I always like everything they do. I just wish they would put one on there eventually, but whatever. Is there anything else? What other news stuff did you want to say that's on here?
I mean, I could briefly say Fantasy Life I, like what, it sold 1.2 million copies. So they released like there's a code where we got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, the third-party games that didn't sell on Switch 2. Well,
Right.
they don't count that one because it came out before the Switch 2 came out. But still, the Switch 2 version did really well.
It did,
Nobody wants to mention
they gave
that.
us a bunch of cool stuff. It's a bunch of rare loot that is hard to get, like by fighting bosses and stuff that respawn. You know, like the game's kind of got an MMO aspect to it where there's certain like bosses that you just have to wait for them to respawn before you can fight them again to get their drops. So they gave us a bunch of rare drops for some of the equipment. So I thought that was cool.
Definitely. They still haven't done the roguelite stuff, though, yet, right?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they did, and it was part of. Like, it's one of those things. Like when I look at it, it's most people are just saying that that's already there, but I don't know. Maybe it was a thing by the time I actually got into that spot. It doesn't feel very roguelike to me, so I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know. One thing I thought was pretty cool, if anybody remembers it, there's an old game called Time Flies where you get to play as a little fly, and you only get to live for so long, and you have to try to live like...
It's not an old game, let's be clear.
It's an old trailer.
It's a game that came out that was a trailer a long time ago, and
Well-
it's still yet to be born.
It's an old trailer that I thought was cool and forgot about, and now remembered again. But it's coming out this month, apparently, at the end of July for $14.99. Apparently, there's a discount also on top of that. So I'd be willing to try it out.
What's the
depending on-
premise? You're a fly and you got like 15 seconds to live, and you got to do something.
I think you're a fly and you have to try to live like as long as you can, but you'll only live for a couple minutes, like because of all the hazards. I mean, I really liked the trailer of it originally, and I thought it looked really cool. And it's very, very minimalistic, like white background with just the animations of the fly and whatever fucks with you. And I thought it seemed really, really cool at the time. And then I forgot about it probably months or a year after, and now that it's back, I'm like, oh yeah, that game. I thought it was cool.
Just remember, time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana.
Fruit flies suck. I hate them.
Drosophila melanogaster is incredibly important to genetic research. Like, that species is like probably why we know how DNA works.
They're still annoying though. I mean,
Yes.
you work at a restaurant. You should hate them.
I do.
You guys probably have to. Isn't it like fruit fly season right now? You probably got to put all sorts of traps up.
Well, they come in with the produce.
We always did. We always did with at the bar. We had to make crazy fruit fly traps to just try to keep them out. Because customers don't like them and workers don't like them either.
Did you see that Argonaut Games says that now that they've remastered Croc, speaking of flies, they also want to remaster Buck Bumble.
Yeah, I saw that, and I say more power to you. Do it. I still want to play that Croc game someday, whenever I get time to. So I thought it was a good remaster from what I heard, and I was always interested in it. And Argonaut, aren't they the same ones who did
Yep.
a little game
Star
called
Fox.
Star Fox? So, yeah. But a lot of people
That could be cool.
love Buck Bumble. I remember playing it a little bit, but I couldn't really get into it. But
I don't recall.
a lot of people were really into it that I knew back in the day. Apparently, they had some fun multiplayer stuff in there. Had a pretty sick theme song, if I remember correctly. So, listen to the end of this episode, and I'll put it on there. Now I have to do it, so hold myself to it.
And don't forget to put Bucky O'Hare.
Pretty good theme song too.
Yeah, no Bucky O'Hare, because we're not talking about that. Maybe next week.
Maybe the last one. Nintendo has confirmed that they are developing other movies besides Mario and Zelda.
Well, sure. Did
Said
they not?
no
Did they
more on
not
this.
say that before?
Donkey Kong?
Oh, I'm sure they said something about it before. They were reiterating.
No, we're
Me too.
we're really doing that the weird fighting game. What was it called? The really crappy one
Arms.
where you fight them in the alley. It's like an NES game that's trash.
Oh,
Urban Struggle or whatever it's called.
Urban
Urban
Yeti. No, it's not,
Yeti.
it's not Urban Yeti.
Urban Champion.
Urban Champion.
Urban
Yeah.
Champion. Yeah, we're making the Urban Champion movie. It's gonna be trash.
Directed by Tarantino. Everyone's barefoot.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like the same cast as the Street Fighter movie. Just we're gonna just make them also play urban fighting people. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I think that's good.
Sure, yeah. There's a beat 'em up game that has a bunch of games on it that none of us recognize that's coming out.
It's called Beat 'em Up Bundle.
Yep, but not the Capcom one.
It's a different version of
It's
that
called
same
Beat 'em Up
title, though.
Collection.
It's a
Oh, it is. Okay.
It's a different. It's a collection of different beat 'em ups. Like it's got all the classics in there, like Iron Commando and Gourmet Warriors.
Iron Commando is when I like wear my metal pants without underwear.
And Sword of Sodan and Tale of the Clouds and Winds. Man, these ones are just amazing. And also July. It's July 7th. Coming out the same day as Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm sure it's going to do really well. Just wait. It's going to do so well compared to all the other ones. Just check it out. It's going to be really good. But what you should check out is patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast, where if you pay $1, you can listen to our bonus episodes. And right now, our one that we talked about last week about the wish list survival episode is up there now. And you can hear it right
That was
this
a good
second
episode.
for
It
$1. And if you become a patron, hit us up and you can have a segment on the show. Come say hello to us. And we can have you on the show, as I said last week, with whatever you want to talk about, within reason.
Show enough.
I'll keep that up there. And also, you can find us at youtube.com/NintenDomain podcast and twitch.tv/NintenDomain podcast. Still having a lot of fun with Fortnite on Switch 2. I'm telling you, it's so different. You got to try some of those Lego games on there, Jeremy. Just give it a go. Since you're running out of things to play on your Switch too, play Lego Fortnite on your Switch.
Yeah, I want to try it. It looked cool. Yeah,
There's a bunch of different there's a bunch of different versions of it now. I don't know. Fortnite can be kind of confusing. Just click on a thing. Oh yeah, Fall Guys is in there too now. I didn't even know that. Like Fall Guys is a part of Fortnite now. Like the whole game is in the game. You just find it.
They bought out the company?
They must have. Yeah, Epic must have bought Fall Guys because I was just looking through the menu of all the different games, and Fall Guys is just there, like the Fall Guys game. It's not like Fall Guys skins in Fortnite. It's Fall Guys, the game.
I did not know that.
It's
either.
in there. So
it was free to play.
Yeah.
A long time ago. So.
Well, sure, but now it's in the Switch 2
Part of
version,
the-
so it'll look better.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll play some.
you could try that out. Yeah, it was like right next to the Rocket League Racing or whatever the fuck it was called. I found it in the menu there. But yeah, check out all that stuff, and you can find us on Blue Sky at NintenDomain and at Trey Johnson and at Jared Domain and all that stuff. And we've been your hosts. I'm Trey Johnson.
I'm Jeremy Kowski.
I'm John Linder.
And thanks everybody for listening. We'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
See you on the half pipe in Tony Hawk 3 and 4.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bum to the boot to the bum to the bass. Bum to the boot to the bum to the boot to the bum to the bass. Bum to the boot to the bum to the boot to the bum to the bass. Bum to the boot to the bum to the boot to the bum to the bass. Bum to the boot to the bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bum to the bum to the bum to the bass. Bum to the bum to the bumble. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass.
Tea time.
Audio listeners, Trey has exited the room to retrieve this particular collaborative beer / beverage. It's a tea-flavored beer, a tier, if you will, or a beet, if you prefer a front-facing beer affect.
Looks pretty good.
It does.
What kind of beer do you think Mario likes?
Pizza.
Pizza beer?
Spaghetti beer.
Yeah.
He likes
Beer with lots of spaghetti.
Oh, that's a good beer.